So we're just getting set up here on this tub. She's going white, but we've got a little bit of a repair to do before we start getting ready for that. Yeah, it's just, they got a little bit of a hole here. So I'm gonna fix that. First things first is we took this out. Now we're going to grind this and use hydrofluoric acid to etch this part of the tub. Super, super heavy duty. And then we're actually going to repair this with a fiberglass layup. And yes, you can do that. I've done it a bunch of times and you figured out how it works. You can do that. We're going to make this brand new. If we were on a second or first floor, I would say, well, it's probably not a good idea, but we're right on a basement. Concrete underneath here, and the worst that'll happen is it leaks a little bit of the concrete and they'll have to change the tub. The owner's already aware of that, so this is a reasonable solution for what they're doing here. They did this a few years ago. Bathroom's in good condition. Nothing's really wrong with the tub except this, and we can make this probably last another 5 to 7 years, and that's good enough for these guys, and then they're going to replace the tub. So let's get them over the hump. Let's get going. Here we go. And the first thing we do is we etch a square in there where we're going to do our fiberglass layup, and we're going to let that sit on there for 10 minutes so it's etched super, super good, and we don't have to worry about that. It's ever going to pop off. And you need to use this guy with this disc on it and really gouge into the porcelain, and then it sticks like crazy. Now that we got our fiberglass resin definitely over catalyzed and over accelerated, we've got a hole cut out here which we're going to have to reshape after. This was prepped and cleaned and etched with hydrofluoric etching paste, and then we took the grinder with the 3M drill lock. The porcelain is very coarse and it's very rough now. Try not to get so much resin on the threads there. Too much resin on the thread. It's going to not be a very fun time screwing that coupler back in. It in. This is called a fiberglass layup. Everybody wants to know that. Make sure to mix a little bit more resin, but we're going to do a couple of coats. You can always just mix more up if you have to. Whiteness, all the bubbles, because you don't want to flood it too much. And why we're doing this, because we have a massive hole in here and we have nothing to Bondo or fiberglass filler on it, so we're going to shape it like this. Best we can with our paintbrush. And we're going to muck it in with fiberglass filler and reshape everything. So yeah, I'm just going to work with this here and get the contour of the tub in there, and I don't have to mess with too much with fiberglass filler. And I'm out of resin. You want to make sure that this is mixed super, super good, because if you don't mix the MEK peroxide, which is a hardener in this, thorough enough, or if you don't put enough in, you'll get this called Alistair patching, and parts of it will get hard and other parts will stay soft indefinitely, and we really don't want that. That just kind of massage it with the brush so all the whiteness goes away. And the fiberglass patch. Take a heat gun to it. We'll put a heat gun to about 10 minutes and it should be cured. We got our first coat of fiberglass filler on it. So you saw me put the layup on. Then after the layup was, we cured it with the heat gun for 15 minutes. Then I sanded it lightly with 40 grit, then 80 grit. Then I went in here by hand with 80 grit. Make sure that the fiberglass patch is all sanded so that our fiberglass filler would stick to it really good. Now we're gonna do one more coat on it. It was, you know, because back here it wasn't really shaped right. Here it's easy. It's just the fiberglass layup went onto the contour of the tub. But when it got into this part, there was nothing, so I've had to shape this. I've had to shape this with fiberglass filler. It's coming. Another coat on there, and then we'll be putting our 2-part polyester filler on it. So we do a rough fit of this. We put this back in here. We make sure it's all shaped nice. This is all shaped in the 40. I did some 80 grit on top of this though. But now we're gonna finish sanding with 80 grit. And we're gonna put our 2-part polyester filler on top of this. Shape it all nice. Then we're gonna go do 80, 120, vacuum it. All right, let's get going. It's nice. Yep. It's gonna look brand new. Here we go. The last guy in. There's our final fit. Look at that, brand new. You would never think that that had a big hole in it before. The secret to getting this stuff to stick is that you need to use hydrophoric etching paste. All right, we're gonna spin this back out, mask it all up, tape it, coat it, screw it back in. She's all brand new. It looks like a brand new bathtub. All brand new. You'd never tell there was a big hole there. Look at that. You can't even tell we seamed it in. Looks great. Came out nice and clean.
I'm going to tell him to paint that little thing.